Friday, August 5th, about 11:30. I'm looking there's Humbug Creek that goes there, and the fire, you can see that very steep, that burned, more burned to the left, greener to the right. They cut on the ridge there. They've got some backfires. That smoke there is backfires. I talked to some firefighters up here. And there's more dozers that got cut. I'm here at the top of Humbug, Hawkinsville Road, the ridge where people do some shooting and other stuff. They cut a fresh dozer cut there. They improved those dozer cuts on that ridge there, and as you can see, there's a number of firefighters on standby with water trucks. There's 2 water trucks. So, the Humbug Bridge, what I heard was that the Humbug Bridge didn't collapse or get eroded, but there was a bunch of mud on it. And the county engineers looked at it to see if it was safe. So that's just kind of the status of things. To me, it's amazing how with Humbug Creek there, how the fire did not come up on the eastern side, because I got a mining claim down there, and I know the area. So these guys really got on it, and it's pretty amazing. So you can see porta potties, kind of a staging area here. So it's very encouraging. Some people from Mendocino County, Tehama County, other counties. Some of these guys are showing up on Sunday morning at like 7 in the morning. Drove all night or whatever to get here. Talked to a guy from Mendocino County. Friday, August 5th, about 11:50 a.m. This is the Humbug Hawkinsville Road. This is the bridge that you can see it teased there. We're looking at Humbug Creek, and it's flowing, all muddy. And you can hear a helicopter coming over. Just talked to some fire crews on the ridge there, the Humbug Hawkinsville Road. You can see the mud from the flash flood there. And this is a surprise, because normally at this time of the year, Humbug Creek would be dry as a bone. I was there last summer. I got a mining claim, so I know that it's dry as a bone this time of year. So, flash flood, you can see other mud. This is somebody else's claim. My claim is up one of the ravines. But as you can see, gold miners are going to be real happy. Look at all this material to work. Oh my. So this bridge I'm standing on, which I'm going to drive across, the rumors were that this bridge had been wiped out. It's not, obviously. What had happened was a lot of debris and mud was on this. I'm talking to the firefighter. They're still using it. And basically, it's a concrete bridge. And as an engineer, I would say 80% of the weight that the bridge carries is the concrete itself, the structure itself. So when a water truck goes across, the additional weight might be 10 to 20%. The counties looked at it. They cleared off the mud. I mean, you can see some of it right here. Look at this mud. This is just incredible. Flash flood. And what a firefighter told me, this is secondhand. Why did we get this rain? A Gulf Coast, it came from the Gulf. It was a very high elevation moisture from a hurricane. And I said, the Gulf? You mean the Gulf of Mexico? He said, yeah. So it came way up out of the Gulf of Mexico, came up, and some things happened that it dumped the rain here. And Redding got pounded as well. August 5th, I don't think I'll see this in another 50 years. This flow right here. So, I guess that's where the water came from. Not off the Pacific, but off the Gulf. Again, this is secondhand. I'd have to confirm, but it's a fascinating weather study. So, I'm going to drive across this bridge. It looks. Now, the county inspected it. County engineers were out here. So, I think the bridge is safe if the county's already looked at it. It's a gold miner's dream. Look at this. Lucky guys that have this claim, they're going to be so happy. For the water to get this high, go over the bridge, cause mud. That's pretty amazing. So there's the guy.
Can I help you?
I'm just, so the CAL FIRE guy, I just had a conversation with him, and he says I shouldn't be down here, but there's a bridge upstream that still got a lot of debris. It didn't wash out either. Here I am driving across the bridge. And the CAL FIRE guy, real helpful, but he says I shouldn't be down here, as he's got vehicles and all sorts of things. So I'm just going to turn around, and that's the way to my claim. That little road there. And I go up a ravine. So anyway, yeah, I'm just going to turn around. Curiosity satisfied. These guys are on top of it. Many compliments to them for what they're doing. I can't wait to get down here and coal mine. Anyway, my little ravine. Alright. Signing out for now. Oh, by the way, this guy here, this little driveway here, been back in there finding a property corner for my mining claim, and he's got a house, and he's probably the most happiest person in Siskiyou County right now. Gorgeous house way back in there. Right there, you're seeing the steepest slope here, and that is west of Humbug Creek. And they've cut in, obviously, some fire lines with the dozer. To the right or to the north there, it's more green, but that's probably, you can see a little, that might be a backfire that's smoldering right there. But they got crews up top, and they keep getting on top of it. I am so amazed that, because I got I know Humbug Creek, and that stuff is so dry. The fire should have, according to InsaWeb, to the south there, the fire got a lot closer to Humbug Creek. It's amazing that embers didn't jump the east face going this way, and just shoot up these hills, and then over the ridges to then come down on Yreka. But I am so amazed that they stopped it. They're pretty burned mountain there. That's the steepest slope around. You can see those look like new cut-in fire lines. So again, just amazed it didn't go across the creek and up the eastern slopes, and then hit the ridges and work its way toward Yreka. It's so amazing how they got on top of all this. But you can see the damage. You can look at InsaWeb, McKinney Fire, and you can see how close it came to the south to Humbug Creek. So as I'm coming back up, there's two water trucks that just passed me. They've been sitting for quite some time, waiting, and I guess they got the call to get busy. The last one that just passed, the red tank, he said he was way up. Oh, there's a truck way up there, doing something. You can still hear the trucks. There he goes. So that guy right there, he said he was on the other side, the western slope, on some of those cuts to get water to CAL FIRE and the Forest Service. So there they go again. Good job, guys. So it's afternoon, and a little afternoon here on Friday. Just talked to the guy in the truck there. He's kind of a captain. He can't make any decisions. My fundamental question was, do I unpack my evacuation essentials, or do I stay ready to evacuate? And he said, well, give it a couple days, because we don't know. It's going to get hot again, and we can be back to the weather conditions the way it was when it first got started. So do I keep my valuables in my truck ready to evacuate, or do I unload? He said give it a couple days, and I'm like, okay, that was good advice, helpful. It's not his position to make a decision that we should or should not call it safe in Yreka. It's not his call, but I think that's good advice to keep my truck full of my essentials for a couple days, see what the weather does. So I complimented him, of course, and really told him how amazed I was that it didn't cross Humbug Creek yet. So these guys are on it. Very encouraging. Thank you, firefighters. Water truck just passed me in Hawkinsville. Barely see it, but kind of a light red. Hawkinsville, we should thank our firefighters. So here we have Saturday. I was watching the fire, and you can see all the spot fires. It's hard to see it, but I was looking for a solid fire that might race up the east hills or mountains on Humbug Creek. Then we see something on Tuesday about 12:30 on InsoWeb, and I drew in there the middle fork of Humbug Creek, and the spot fires that were on the eastern mountains, they seemed to get those out, and so the fire held to the west of Humbug Creek, or the middle fork of Humbug Creek. Obviously the concern is racing up that east slope. You can see Yreka circled there. Then the steep slope that you see there is what I pointed out previously in the film. And here you can see at 1:30, about 1:30 today on Friday, 59,636 acres, still holding. It's just amazing that the firefighters kept that fire from racing up the eastern slopes of Humbug Gulch or Humbug Ravine along Humbug Creek. So the take home I get though from talking with the CAL FIRE captain, I guess he's a captain, is keep my evacuation valuables still loaded up, ready to go, at least for a couple of days. So the question was, should I unload my evacuation valuables? He recommended waiting at least a couple of days. So I'm going to keep my essentials packed up. I'm not your dad, of course, so you can do what you want, but it sure is a lot easier to get the few things that I've unloaded and pack them quick and leave in case I have to. But again, the weather, the winds, other things, I'm just going to keep my valuables in my truck loaded up in case I have to evac. I doubt if it'll happen, but it's not going to hurt to leave my stuff in my truck a couple days.